Story time. So the engine block did not show up. What happened? Well, let me tell you guys. So I ordered the engine block from this company online. I think they do used engines, refurbished with warranties and everything like that. So initially when I called them, they said that they could send me the block, the short block, $530 shipped. So I was waiting to get the car because they needed the VIN. I didn't have the VIN at the time. Got the car, went to work on the following Monday, called them up to order the engine. First red flag was that they said that the $530 was just for the block. They didn't include shipping, and with shipping it would be, I think it was like $797. Something egregious like that, like super higher than what they had originally quoted. So I was like, that's absurd, that's not gonna work. I was quoted this, you guys are switching it up to that. So after a little bit of back and forth, we agreed to a shipped price of $650. I placed the order, I put my credit card in, and this is a tip for you guys. Anytime you're ordering anything online from a company that you're not 100% certain with, make sure you use a credit card. It's just a lot easier if you run into any issues. Luckily, I didn't run into anything that would cause me to have to charge back, but yeah, let's continue the story. So they said they would ship it out within a few days and I get a tracking number. So I waited a couple days, 2, 3, 4 days, I believe, nothing. And I followed up with them on Thursday. They said that they hadn't shipped it out yet, but they were going to ship it out the next day, the next Friday. So I followed up Friday, and then they said the shipping department did ship it out, but it'll take a couple of days to get the tracking number. And they're not open on the weekends, of course. So went through the weekend, and then on Monday, I figured I'd give them an extra day because they said 2 days, 1 to 2 days, and I don't think weekends count. Maybe they do. I mean, I don't think it matters for shipping, whatever. So I called them on Tuesday, and then they said that apparently the block that they were shipping out, they realized during the shipping procedure that it was cracked, which is weird because you said it was shipped Friday, but now you're saying it was cracked. Like, okay. And then they said, oh, we'd have to source another one for you, and we will then ship it out, give us like a week. At that point, I was kind of just fed up. I waited a whole week. Luckily, they had only charged my credit card $100. I don't know why they didn't charge the full amount. That was another red flag that caused me to question it. So I canceled the order. I told them, look, don't even bother, just cancel it. I will have to search for one locally or something, or do something else because I don't have time to wait on you guys to source a proper engine. And then they wanted to hit me with, okay, well, if you're gonna cancel, you signed our agreement where we had to pay a 30% restocking fee. 30% on something they didn't even ship out yet. I was like, you're out of your mind if you think I'm paying 30% for something you didn't even ship out yet, and that's not gonna happen. And the lady I spoke to, she was adamant, and I told her, look, I purchased this thing on a credit card. If you guys are gonna play this game, I will just do a chargeback. So she then proceeded to send me to a manager. He was a little more understanding. He was trying to be firm at first, but then I told him, look, I wasn't arguing, I wasn't yelling. I just told him, look, I understand, things happen. You guys didn't plan on the engine block to be cracked. It sucks, but one, I don't have time to wait for you guys to source another one. And two, I'm not gonna pay 30%, I think it was almost $200 for a restocking fee that you guys never even shipped out. So after some back and forth and him talking, and actually I think he put me on hold for a little bit, he came back and he was like, okay, look, we only charged you $100 on your card so far. He said, how about we refund you $50 and you could just pay $50 for the restocking fee. It's still not fully right in my opinion, but I just wanted to be done with it. It was only $50. It sucks to be out of $50 now, but I agreed to it, and that whole thing is over with. So today, I plan on getting the engine out of that thing And I've located a local engine rebuilder who actually builds the bottom ends of these D series. He has stronger rods, bearings, a couple other things I believe. I'll have to relook at it, but we're supposed to be going picking up that engine block today. So I'm excited. Looks like we are gonna be getting a built bottom end for the Civic. And price-wise, he said as long as I bring him the core, even though this has spun bearings, I could get the built bottom end for $700. So I'm out 50 bucks from the old motor, but I'm paying $50 more for this new motor that has a built bottom end. So I think it's pretty decent. I think with a built bottom end, we might be able to run a little more boost and make a little more power. We'll see, but that's what's going on, and that's what we have planned today. So let's get the garage door open and let's get started. So it is the next day, and I'm just gonna give you guys a rundown of what happened yesterday. It started to get late, and we had to get to the guy's place to pick up the engine. So we had to rush a little bit and wasn't able to record everything. So I'm just gonna go over everything we did, where we are at right now, and how we're looking. So as you can see, engine is out, of course. Things are all over the place. Now I like to keep things clean when I work, but in the interest of time, we kind of had to just go with it, you know? So I'm gonna be cleaning up, but compressor gave us an issue, mainly because of this thing that was connected to one of the mounts on the chassis. So it was a little weird, a little difficult, but we did manage to get everything out in one attempt. Other than that, everything else was pretty good. We did have one sensor break right here on the back of the engine, but it's a easy fix. The wire harness itself is still in good condition, so not a problem there. I believe it was this one. No, was it this one? I don't know, one of these. But yeah, I'll get a new sensor, not a big issue. Did have to separate everything once we got the engine out quickly, which is why we were in such a rush, because we had to take the transmission off, we had to take the head off, we had to take all the accessories off the block, and then we had to run and get the block over to the guy I was purchasing the new block from, because he did require a core so we can get the new built block for $700. And I currently have the block in the Corolla, so I'll show you guys that in a bit. But as you can see, I do need to do some cleaning up here. We did get all the parts we were expecting to this weekend, so I'm gonna go over that at the ending. Here's the head. I still need to take this further apart. I'm probably gonna send it to a machine shop to get it milled and cleaned up and looking all nice. So I gotta get the intake manifold off and everything, all the accessories off of it. So we'll work on getting that done in a little bit. And then here's the transmission. Definitely want to get this cleaned up, get it looking nice. Yeah, so we got quite a bit of work ahead of us. But first, I'm gonna start with cleaning up my garage because it is filthy and I do not like it looking like this. All right, guys, so we got everything cleaned up, finally. Got the whole front end hosed off, had to clean off the work mat. But yeah, back to the way it should be looking, nice and clean, all tools put away, and all excess parts put over there in the corner, in the parts corner. So yeah, let me show you guys the block. So there she is. So it is a D16Y8 build bottom end. So I believe it has NPR piston rings, has the king rod and main bearings, and it is a fresh rebuilt, 0 miles. Let's see if I can get this. There we go. So, does look nice. Clean rebuild. You know, did a good job. This is the old thermostat. We're gonna put a new one on it. But yeah, excited to get this on the engine stand so we can put it back together. But before we do that, I will have to get the engine to a machine shop. So I will be looking out for different machine shops around Arizona, get them priced out, see how much it'll cost to get it milled and get the head cleaned up. But yeah, let's go open some of these new parts and see what we got. All right, so let's check out these packages. Gates timing belt. Definitely the go-to belt. Rest of it is just soft packaging. That's to the side. Now we have this one here. ARP Head Studs. You know we're gonna need these. Definitely go with ARP Head Studs. I hear that on stock studs, you might lift the head with boost. So ARP is the way to go. Get some ARP Head Studs, guys. And some NGK wires. I mean, who else but NGK, right? Can't go wrong with NGK. I'm going to throw the timing belt in here as well, just to consolidate. Now the box. Oh, we have us some Mishimoto. This is the oil catch can. Highly recommended from what I was told. When you have a turbo build, you're gonna be blowing out a lot of crankcase pressure, and that comes with oil as well. So you want something to catch the oil. You don't wanna have a filter in its place, which is normally what's there as a filter. And last but not least, we have the timing kit. Now, this is actually more than just a timing kit. This is a gasket kit. This comes with all the gaskets for the top end. Head gasket, new water pump. Comes with the OEM timing belt as well, but we're not gonna use this. This looks like a tensioner for the water pump, most likely. This is a seal, oil seal. In these boxes, you have the head gasket, you have the valve cover gasket, you have all the gaskets for the spark plugs. I mean, the whole top end gasket kit is in this box. I don't want to take it out, obviously, because, you know, it might be a little bit too much things to look at. But yeah, we are going to do full gasket kit on the top end of this thing. Make sure everything is solid. Just in case, I'm pretty sure we have some double gaskets because the block is rebuilt. So the builder put new gaskets all on the bottom end. So probably won't need anything aside from the head gasket. But we have a full gasket kit ready to go with the water pump. We're probably gonna have to get a new thermostat and a couple other things that I noticed when pulling the engine. No big deal though. We are still well above budget, well below budget. I'm going crazy. Parts, parts, parts. It's always fun when parts come in. So that's the recap of everything that was done yesterday. It was a long day, but we did manage to get the engine out. So I'm super happy, super excited about that. Not certain what we're gonna do next, but there's a lot of work to do. So stay tuned to the next episode. Make sure to check out the website, ratedgtr.store, to pick up your cool merch and to promote this build and this giveaway. And don't forget to sign up for the giveaway. Once again, all you have to do is sign up to the email list on the website, subscribe to the channel, like and comment on the videos, and you might just be winning this Civic when we're done with the build. So that's about it for today. Yesterday was a long day, so I'm pretty tired. So we're gonna wrap it up today, and I'll see you guys on the next episode.